The sun is set on another unseasonably warm November day. Still no sight of snow in Denver. Now, this warm and dry November proving that fire season is year-round in Colorado. The latest on a 10-acre grass fire in Boulder County.
Losing that, I think, will be a real deficit in the city.
The Broncos are moving into Burnham Yard, and now it is threatening to push out local artists.
9 News at 9 starts right now.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 9 o'clock. I'm Alexandra Lewis. A 10-acre grass fire in Boulder County today is a good reminder that fire danger is still a very real risk for us in Colorado, even as we approach the winter. Let's bring in 9 News reporter Colton Chavez, who is live for us in Denver tonight. Colton, first responders were able to step in, put this thing out pretty quickly, within an hour of crews responding to the scene.
Yeah, Alex, they were very quick to get this thing out, and also they tell me that no buildings were damaged and no people were injured. Now, as we all know, these warmer days are great for afternoon walks, but I wanted to talk with some of the weather experts here at 9 News about what this warmer start to winter could really mean for Colorado.
It's been a bone dry, really 6 to 7 weeks or so.
It's not the start to winter that most Coloradans are used to.
This is not what you want to see if you are a Denver area snow lover.
No snow, bringing the continued risk for winter fire danger.
It's a bit of a contradictory thing, but the point is that we have year-round fire danger in Colorado.
9 News meteorologist Chris Bianchi says the 10-acre grass fire that broke out in Boulder County on Friday is proof of just that.
During the winter months is typically when we have our strongest winds here in Colorado.
On Friday, calmer winds didn't stop first responders from getting the fire under control within an hour. The Boulder County Sheriff's Office says the grass fire that was near Cherryvale Road and Highway 36 was started by heavy mowing equipment in the open space area.
Especially since that's on the heels of being in the area where the Marshall fire was. There's a lot of people that are very cognizant of that fire season, and which is no longer just within a certain period of the year. Fire season in Colorado is unfortunately now year-round.
Even fences or sidings of homes are even drier because of that. So fuels are more combustible if it's as dry and as warm as it's been.
So while areas east of the mountains still wait for snow, meteorologist Chris Bianchi says the fire in Boulder is a good reminder for everyone this winter.
Anything with a spark this time of year, that can lead to a fire, so just be careful.
And I got to learn a ton from Chris today, and while he tells me that a blanket of snow does help reduce those fire risks, he also tells me that the grass, the same kind that we saw in Boulder catch on fire today, they're called 1-hour fuels. And what he tells me that means is after that snow melts, 1 hour after the snow melts, that grass then becomes able to be fuel for fire once again. So just a reminder this winter to always take precautions. Live in Denver, Colton Chavez, 9 News.
Great reminder. A key system that helps alert residents to wildfires and other emergencies is facing a statewide outage right now. Counties use the Code Red emergency notification system to send all kinds of emergency alerts. On Tuesday, they were notified the system was taken offline because of concerns from the company's IT department. Well, since then, Weld County officials say Code Red has not provided any updates on when it'll be back online. While alerts can't be sent, Weld County says 911 services are not affected and that the outage has no impact on emergency calls. Because of a long-standing agreement with the Larimer Emergency Telephone Authority, if something happens, Weld can send their emergency alerts through Larimer's system. We've been saying it felt like San Diego out there today. We dipped into the mid-70s, nearly tying a daily record. Lots of folks were outside enjoying all this gorgeous sunshine, but don't get too comfortable because the big changes are just around the corner. Let's check in with Corey Reppenhagen. I mean, snow has got to come to us at some point, right, Corey?
Right, it's got to. I mean, we're getting up there in the top 5 longest waits for the first snow. We do have a few more warm days, and then a pattern is changing. So at some point in this very long pattern change, we'll likely see that first snow, hopefully even this week. So let's take a look at the almanac for today. This is our box score, 77 degrees, high temperature in Denver. That is 23 degrees warmer than the average and just 2 degrees off of the record. And this morning's low temperature of 47 was also pretty warm. Now, tomorrow is our average last 70-degree day in Denver. So So this might be the only thing that we have hit on average, because we do have 70s in the forecast for tomorrow. We do have a cold front coming through early in the morning, but it should clear out quickly. We'll get a little bit of sunshine throughout the day periodically, get those temperatures up to 70, and then another relatively warm and breezy day on Sunday with lots of sunshine. And then our pattern starts to change in here for the mountains especially, but we'll also start to change things up for the Denver metro area and the rest of the Front Range. So I've got a lot of explaining to do on what lies ahead, and that's coming up in just a few minutes.
Although the warm weather we've had is making it hard to believe winter is on the way, it is. And Denver's forestry team says this is a great chance to prep your trees for the cold before it actually hits. They say now is the time to prune so you don't have to deal with all that heavy snow eventually breaking branches and causing damage. And since the weather is nice, you should give your trees a good old watering. But it shouldn't be the last drink they get before spring rolls around.
Even during the winter, most people don't know this, but we encourage them to be watering their trees when it's above 40 degrees, at least once a month, because while it may not look like the trees are actively growing above ground, underground, that's where the roots are actually thriving and growing.
To figure out just how much water your tree needs, you can measure the size of the trunk, and for each inch of the trunk, you should give your tree 1 gallon of water. New court documents are revealing some more details on a suspected road rage shooting that took place in Jefferson County. Court documents show that 56-year-old Matthew Impellitteri got angry while driving on Highway 285 Tuesday, that he fired a gun at least 2 times at another car. 38-year-old Cassie Moy was shot once in the head. She is still in the hospital tonight in critical condition. Court docs show the driver in that car was shot at. He tried to chase Impellitteri, but ended up crashing into a rock with his injured girlfriend. Investigators conducted a search warrant at his home and found a gun and several loaded magazines. Moy's family released a statement today that reads in part, quote, "Cassie is a brilliant, kind, creative, active, and selfless person who has so much life ahead of her. The impact of what happened to her will affect her physically and emotionally for the rest of her life." Impellitteri remains behind bars on a $1 million bond. A former bar owner in Denver has been convicted on sex assault charges. Jay Bianchi was found guilty today on 3 counts of sexual assault, among others. Prosecutors say the case centers on his conduct with 3 women between 2020 and 2024 at 2 bars that he owned. They say the assaults happened after nights out at Sancho's Broken Arrow and So Many Roads Brewery. Bianchi is set to be sentenced January 23rd. Developers are circling the land around Denver's Burnham Yard as the Broncos push forward with plans to build a new stadium there. But inside one of the buildings recently sold, dozens of artists say the city is about to lose something irreplaceable. 9 News reporter Rhea Jaw joins us now. Rhea, you spoke with some of those artists today about what's truly at stake.
Yeah, Prism Workspaces is the warehouse that was just sold. It's one of Denver's largest creative hubs. It's home to about 70 artists who have studios there. And if you think about what an artist needs, a large amount of space, maybe some weird machines. So these studios in the city are really hard to find, especially at that type of scale. So many here aren't sure where they'll go next. Outside these old rail yards, the Broncos see possibility. Burnham Yard is the sports team's preferred site for a new stadium, which means the value of everything around it just went up, and investors are buying.
I don't think many people are aware of this artist community here.
Inside one of those recently sold properties.
Yes, it's like an artist colony here.
Each door of Prism Workspaces opens into a world of its own.
It's a haven.
One of them is Julie Seavies.
To create, to dream. It's like, this is my space.
She's a glass artist.
I'm working on a tray.
Just like the mismatched pieces Julie fits into her tray, artists come together here every day to create something bigger than themselves.
There's like 60, 70 artists here. So just keep wandering and you'll see everybody.
Friday night, they held one of their open houses.
Come in, come in. So good to see you. I love following you.
Which Julie thinks might be one of their last.
The Broncos will probably break ground in 2027. That is not long at all from now.
Artists have no choice but to go. But go where?
I don't know. I've started looking and have not found any place that I can take my kiln, for sure. Maybe a few will go here, a few go there, but I don't think it won't ever be the same.
Artists lose their community, and the community loses their artists.
I'm really glad the Broncos are staying in Denver. It's just finding a place for artists, because it seems like we always get pushed out. That's just kind of the nature of art and creative people.
So the prison workspace is one of the first properties feeling the pressure, and it probably won't be the last. As the Broncos and the city of Denver move forward with the stadium at this location, people there, expect this entire area to change pretty quickly. Rhea Jha, 9 News.